Hello everyone, I'm Caitlin from Follow the Camino and One Foot Abroad. Today I'm interviewing Alita, who is from São Nicolau, which is in the Cape Verde Islands. We are going to have a talk about the walking festival, which is held there every year. And Alita is one of the organizers of the festival. So thank you so much for joining us, Alita.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be with you today, and I hope that I can explain what is going on here and how does the festival works, and talk a little bit more about our festival.
Fantastic. So just to get started, I'd like to learn a little bit more about the festival. So how did the walking festival begin?
Okay, we started organize the festival in 2018. So this year it should be the third edition, and it was the objective is to promote São Nicolau in Cape Verde, as you told, as a trekking destination. We have it's an island. Yes, which is a little bit rocky mountains. We have different landscapes. It's just not so mountains. We have mountains. We have landscapes also. And I think it's the objective, as I told you, is to promote the island as a trekking destination. We had the local operators have found that the island it was not so let me see it was not so promoted, and many people doesn't knew São Nicolau at all. Even in Cape Verde, it's quite difficult. People knows about Santo Antão, Fogo, which is other islands, but São Nicolau is not so recognized at all. So we decide then to find out how we could promote the island, give it better promotion, not just for abroad, but inside also in the country. We've been trying to find out different options that we could do apart from the promotion, which is quite expensive, as you know, in medias. So we do some research and find out that this was some kind of festival, walking festival, mainly in Ireland, UK, and some in Portugal also, that was very popular among the practitioners of hiking and trekking. Then we start to find some organization that could help us to organize our own festival. And we find this support with João Ministro, which is from Portugal in Lolé, that organized a walking festival in Michel. So this is the story of the festival. We've been, as I told you, it should be this year would be the third edition. Last year it was very, very, very popular. We have about 200, almost 200 participants. So I think it starts to become a very important event for the island.
That's fantastic. It's amazing to hear how it's grown as well, because we actually had one of our clients come to one of our journalist clients, I should say, come to the festival last year, and she absolutely loved it. She said it was amazing.
Yes, last year we have we invite Sylvia, which is your colleague, and she brought with him Porsche or Pips in the city, from the Pips in the city, and yes, I think she has been spent a good time with us. Even Sylvia has told give us good feedbacks. All the participants. We've had about other people from Portugal, also from Germany, and Luxembourg, apart from the national fellows that comes from the other islands to join us. It was very, very, very interesting. In fact, the festival is not just about hiking or trekking. We have a mix, a program mix, where we done some trekkings, some walkings, and at the end of the day we have some cultural activities and recreation activities for fellows. So the idea is to show them more than the trekking side of the island, so they can also experience a little bit of food, traditional dancing, music, which is very important in Cape. as people, we like to dance, and we love the music also. And normally we have this kind of activities to in the program. We also used to have, we started last year to have a kind of fair or handicraft fair to show what it is, the artisanal things that has been done for our people, our main crafts, and it's something mixed kind of this we have in the festival.
Very good. So there's plenty of other activities to do as well. So people who just want to go for
a full 3 days with a lot of things in same time. But as I told you, our goal is just not the festival is a kind of means to promote the island, not just for the festival. We would like the people to visit the islands in other times, just not for the festival. The festival is just an activation event from marketing perspective. It's like something like that.
That's very interesting. So from the perspective of people who do just come to the island initially to do the hiking festival, what sort of landscapes would they be walking through? Is it lots of mountains? Is it deserts? Is it jungles? What sort of landscape is there?
No, we don't have jungle. We don't have jungles. We have a natural park where we can find a little bit more vegetations, about some trees, which is Monte Gordo, is the highest peak in the island. And we have deserts, some kind of deserts with many volcanic cones, if I can say, I don't know. They are not active volcanic, okay? It's just ancient volcans that used to be active, but not at the present moment. We have also very mountains, valleys, and beaches, as in an island. So it's common also in an island with white and black sand. It's a kind of different type of landscapes, okay? And it could be, let me say, it's not just tough to be done. It can be for different types of practitioners. You can walk sometime 1 hour in planas, and then you have those hikes which are more tough and for people more experienced. But you have these both sides and can be adjusted to the people's and their capacities, physical capacities.
Very good. Okay. Cool. So when people go on longer walking trips like the Camino, we often recommend that they train beforehand. But it sounds like if people didn't want to train, or if they didn't have time to train, they could still come along, they could still join in, and they could do some of the shorter walks or the easier walks. Is that right?
Yeah, there are different kind of walks. Some are very, very, very tough to do, but other ones are more light, if I can say that in this way. I think the people, it should, I'm not telling that people shouldn't prepare itself. I think it does not to be a kind of challenge to a lot of months. People that are already have the habit to wake, to walk, or to do hike, it will be, I think it's quite good for them. That no need for special recommendations on that side. I think people Pips and the City, Porsche has been described very well on his article, so it could be for different types of fractions. No need for some workouts or something like that to prepare, but if it would help them to walk.
Great, okay. And in regards to the trails, are they very well marked? Do they have lots of signposts and things along them as well?
Exactly. We start another project with the objective to mark the trails. It has already at the end. Last year, when we during the festival, we do the presentation of the trails, the trail network, which is São Nicolau Trails. Can be found at website www.saunicolautrails.com. Okay, and we have different types of trails. It's divided in 4 categories. We have the main trail, which is across the island from one point to another. It's about 70 kilometers, I think. Then we have other kind, a set of complementary trails. Another one which is virtual, is not marked the terrain is not marked, but virtually it can be seen on the site. And also all this information are available on the Wikiloc, I think, different platforms. View Rangers, Wikiloc, Visorando, and All Trails. I think it all them already have. And apart from the signs we have some panels with the information for the walkers also.
Okay. Great. And then during the festival, is it that guests are let to walk whichever trails they like? Are there guided walks? What's the options for guests?
Yes, we have a program with some set of predefined walks for the festival. Normally, we try to choose different types of the trails in order to allow the participants to know or to meet the different parts of the islands. Because the island has 2 kind of landscape, if I can say that. One which is very hot, and the other one is more desert, hot and green, and the other one is more desert. So we're trying to do a mix of these 2 kinds of landscapes, so they can have the possibility to see all around the islands. There's after the festival, if the people stay or the guests stay there for 1 or more 2 days, they will have the possibility to do other trails that has been in the program. All the trails or the hikes are well guided by local guides that know very well the terrain. Okay.
Fantastic. So there's no chance of them getting lost in the desert.
No. even they start to do a self-guided trail. They would be some support on our page, the information, the marks on the site. There's no possibility to be lost.
That's very good. Okay. So earlier you mentioned some of the other activities that you can do on the island. I've already heard from Sylvia that she absolutely loved the food there. So what sort of foods and other experiences can people expect during the festival, and then also at other times if they were to come and visit the islands?
Okay, as I told you, on the festival, we try to show for the visitors our traditional cooking, foods with traditional dish. Most of the most iconic is the mojo kapot, which is a stew with made with cassava, green banana, sweet potatoes, and also goat meat. I think goat meat, exactly. It's very very good. And we have also a dish that we call xerém. I don't know whether you have heard about that in Algarve or in Portugal. It's a kind of let me see, I don't know, kind of like something like polenta, Italian polenta, but with corn, but more the grains are higher than the polenta. Okay, we call it xerém. It is very nice also too. I'm quite suspicious, but then we have others a lot of fish, tuna and other fish that we have in and also lobsters, other things like that. This is and also we offer cachupa, which is our national traditional dish, which is served in all the islands. It's also made with corn. It's something like feijoada. I don't know. You have feijoada brasileira? No. Okay. Sure. It's corn also with pork, meat, vegetables, cassava also, sweet potatoes also, or can use also be done with fish also, tuna mostly. Then we have sweets like compotes, cakes, traditional cakes. Our traditional cake is also done with corn, also flour corn, which is couscous. Different couscous from Moroccan couscous. It's like a cake. Okay. Then we can eat with honey or butter. It's very very nice also too. We try, as I told you, try to offer the local dish that we normally eat in São Nicolau. Apart from that, we used to do some kind of bowl, traditional bowl, which is played by traditional musicians with violins and so on, which was very interesting. I think Sylvia has enjoyed very well last year because she danced a lot on the event. But it's quite a very interesting experience in terms of dancing. And the other things that can be done for people's there's normally have traditional musicians having some little concerts which we call tocatinas or Noite Cabo-Verdiana. It's something like that where different musicians join to talk or to play for the people or the audiences, you can say that by then. So this is the main that we can. All year around you can find these activities, also visit some artisans that playing that basketry, which is traditional for São Nicolau. Are some production of drums. Also we use a lot of drums and some festivities, which is made with the I don't know, the goat skin and it's very it's have a good sound, and this is the whole that we have. we are trying to find out new experience that we can offer based on our culture and the traditional way of life that people from São Nicolau.
Fantastic. Wow, it really sounds like there's just so much to do, which is fantastic. And I'm sure no one can get bored with that amount of stuff going on.
It's a different experience that we would like to invite the people from Ireland or UK, your customers, to try someday to join us. This year we still have some issues due to the COVID-19. We have been working on the program, but we don't know yet whether the festival will take place or not, because we still have some issues regarding the traveling. It should be we should start to have international traveling connections on July next month, but it was postponed for August. So we were monitoring the situation. If it's not possible to come this year, for sure next year it will be better. So we invite all the people to join us, and we expect we will do our best as a host to provide Great. A good experience.
Yes, absolutely. So just if you'd like to just confirm, if it does go ahead, it is scheduled for September, is that right?
No, it's annually in November. This year will be from 13 to 15 of November. We are expecting and hopefully we will be some kind of activities, but if not, we will inform as soon as possible. Okay?
Fantastic. So November, hopefully everything will be open by then and everyone can come and visit your beautiful island. And hopefully we'll get to see you. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you for your time and for this opportunity to share a little bit more from São Nicolau.
Fantastic. All right. Thanks.
Bye-bye.